We are live from Crusaders headquarters. I am King Nico, and if you are watching and listening to this stream, you are the resistance. So I'm going to start off today's video with a channel I just found, and you got to check this out. So this person's video is right here. It's from a channel called Ceiling Fan Man. So thank you for this video, Ceiling Fan Man.
Wouldn't distract me.
6 hours later.
Oh, man. Well, we made it. We're here in Antarctica. We got over the ice wall. We set up base camp over there. It's off screen, but there's some other people out here. They were looking for a 24-hour sun. We didn't find that. We found these two 12-hour suns. So I don't know what's up with that. But we're not here for that. We're here to look for two things. Hitler, of course, and then also the red-headed, left-handed, O-negative Nephilim that are supposed to live in the caves in here. And so we're going to be doing a hike in that mountain, towards those mountains. And, I don't have the things here that we would normally have if we were in the States. We brought stuff to keep us occupied, including we brought some dominoes, and I realized that was a mistake because they're white and they're really hard to see when you drop them. And the same thing with the golf balls. I mean, it's not even worth bothering. Oh, that was awkward. Why did that happen? Yeah, they're in there. And then if we do find the giant, we're going to set up a marker, so that way other people would know, stay away, because he's here in this area. And so, and it's so white here. Like, I dropped my puka shells and it took us hours to look for them. And if you don't think it's cold here, man, you can see your breath. It's so cold. And I tried drinking my coffee. Hey, whoa. That's some breath. You don't want to take too many because it's so cold here and so dry. Like, it hurts your lungs. I poured water in this, and you hear it? It's frozen solid now. I'd show you, but it's frozen solid now. So that's like ridiculous. And but it's really cold here, and see, it's so cold. But so far we haven't found what we're looking for. I'll show you some pictures. We ran into some penguins. And a couple lost polar bears. They were way lost. And we haven't found the red-headed giant. What I have we came across was well, it's creepy. It's Jack Nicholson frozen in the snow with an axe. And to be perfectly honest with you, it creeped us out. So we're probably going to be going home early because of that. So I view this mission as most likely we failed, but we tried. And so we'll probably ask for like double the GoFundMe and try it again next year and see if we can flesh out some of these things we're looking for. We did find the extinct dodo bird, the last one. We have a picture of it, but unfortunately one of our cameras fell on it, and so now they're extinct again. So that's it. That's reporting here live from Antarctica, where it's really cold here. It's so cold. Oh, it's so cold you can see your breath. Seriously, it's that cold. Oh, I guess it's out of battery. We'll see you again. Bye for now.
Satellite tracking continued.
Wow, so I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I just saw that yesterday and I was cracking up over that. So thank you, Ceiling Fan Man. Everyone go check that out. That guy's hilarious. Just give me a second. Let me just was that? Make sure we got the chat up on the screen, so I'll be bringing that up later. So yeah, they're live right now. So let's see what's going on. They've been live for a couple hours now.
One globe earther and one flat earther. So I kind of went back to Duffy and just said, hey,
So this is streaming live from KIC channel. And as you can see here, the mods have been given a very strict instruction. So anyone who brings accusations against anyone involved in this broadcast tonight will be muted for 24 hours. So show no mercy with this moderation request tonight. Thank you. So I was already in there. I didn't even bother trying to comment, but they're kicking and banning anyone that brings up Vape Gate, Snow Gate, Mountain Gate, anything to do with the lies and the deception that's been uncovered by all of us. Now, I see Joseph Hanvey's in the chat there. So this is going on live. Right now, they've got Austin Whitsitt, Jaron Campanella, and Lisbeth Acosta. So I want to look into MrBeast. He's not on my radar because MrBeast, I believe, is caters to children. He's got like 500 million subscribers, 300 to, yeah, it's plenty enough. So we got to look into this character. He hasn't been on any of our radars, I guess, because we're all grown adults, right? But this is very, very serious business and worth looking into. So MrBeast did a trip to Antarctica. It was by the same Antarctic Logistics and Expeditions, ALE, the same people that did the final experiment expedition that Austin and Jaron and Will Duffy and MC Toon were all a part of. So quickly, this was posted 2 years ago, December 24th, 2022. So he was in Antarctica around about the same time TFE was in Antarctica, but 2 years earlier. So I wanted to skip through some of this video without getting copywritten because it is owned by MrBeast. So you got to check this out. His Antarctic trip, which was organized by the same ALE company, it's night and day difference between TFE. So his mission was to survive 50 hours in Antarctica. And already, while I've been looking into it, out of his 341 million subscribers, who are most likely all young teenage children, there's already videos debunking it. 2 times MrBeast lied and I survived 50 hours in Antarctica. A survival expert exposes MrBeast in his survived 50 hours in Antarctica. So I watched some of these videos. A few of them are from children, so I feel like our community needs to get on this, help them out, because if children can watch this and see that things are not adding up and are trying to expose MrBeast, one of the top YouTubers in the world, probably #1, right? So I feel that our community needs to pay some attention to this, go through his footage, see what we can do to compare to the footage we've already gone through for TFE and see how they line up together. And again, it's a YouTuber. It's the same organizations involved. So there's the ALE, Find Your Next Adventure. You can check out the website for the Antarctic Logistics Expeditions. Here's MrBeast. He's only 26 years old, born May 7th, 1998. And his real name is James Stephen Donaldson. Go back to this video. Why isn't it playing? Can you guys still hear me? There's been a lot of problems with the internet. So, okay, here we go. So we're just back skimming through some of the footage. Hello, Miss Kyra Gerber is here. Good evening. It's great to see you. So yeah, we're going to start looking into this now because he pretty much did the exact same Antarctic trip 2 years prior, maybe as a practice, maybe as just to see what they could get away with. So let's see. So again, MrBeast, the top YouTuber in the world, has already had some of his community try to debunk this video because they've already seen a lot of discrepancies, right? So I feel like we should all definitely check it out. And you're going to start seeing some very similar things and some things that you're not expecting to see from MrBeast, that some of the stuff that he's showing, we should have seen from the TFE experiment, but we didn't see none of that. So again, very heavily promoting Shopify. Look at this. So it's very heavily funded, lots of advertising. He supposedly went to Antarctica to do a Shopify advert. So things aren't already adding up quickly. Skim through the video. They climbed mountains. Like these guys in the final experiment went nowhere near a mountain, but these guys, a bunch of kids, got to go to Antarctica and climb mountains and put flags in ice. Things are not adding up. So there we are at the end of the video. Supposedly they've survived 50 hours in Antarctica, and during that time they climbed mountains and dug ice holes, like just nonsense. Okay, look at this. Massive shout out to Hans Zimmer for making music just for this video. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so the world's biggest YouTuber, MrBeast, went to Antarctica, supposedly now, because we know no one is going to Antarctica, especially a bunch of YouTubers, right? So this MrBeast character he's got over 220 million views on this video. And it was heavily produced. He's got adverts and advertisements for Shopify, and he's got a massive shout out to Hans Zimmer. So what the hell does Hans Zimmer have to do with this? He made music just for this video. So Hans Zimmer, the original score here by Hans Zimmer, James Everingham, and Adam Lucas. So I'm not sure if any of you guys know who Hans Zimmer is, but yeah, Hans Zimmer is a composer and works in Hollywood. So here's some of his movies that you might be familiar with that he's done the soundtracks to. So notice some of the films now. So we've got Gladiator, a classic. Interstellar, space movie. Oh, we got a Disney film, The Lion King. Another space movie, or whatever Dune is about. We got another Disney movie, The Prince of Egypt. Oh look, there's Batman. So The Dark Knight. I already showed you Batman equals 666. MC Toon wore a Batman t-shirt in Antarctica for the whole few days they were there. The Da Vinci Code. So Hans Zimmer has done soundtracks for the Da Vinci Code, a collection of Disney. So he's very up in there with the Disney. He's got Man of Steel, Superman, Pearl Harbor, so Pirates of the Caribbean. So what is Hans Zimmer, someone that is as renowned as this, that has spent decades in Hollywood with some of the best directors and producers in the world, what is he doing? Making music for MrBeast, a YouTuber, right? So what does this have to do? Does these Masons, right? They all stick together. They're all part of it. Disney probably said, we'll get Hans Zimmer in on this video to help deceive millions, 220 million, right? This is how they keep the masses under this spell, by putting these false idols on the screen. Oh, it didn't even, sorry, the screen was stopped sharing. Putting these false idols on the screen, right? MrBeast, ridiculous. He's already been debunked, so we're going to look into it and start adding it all up now. So we got something else to look at. Hans freaking Zimmer. So MrBeast, he's got his very own IMDb page. This is for actors, right? So actors get IMDb pages. right? There he is. Oh, look, Jaron Campanella also has an IMDb page, another actor. He's there as a writer-producer. So what is he writing and producing? His buddy Austin Whitsitt also has an IMDb page. Who else has got IMDb? Mark K. Sargent has an IMDb page. Jake Gibson, also known as Jake the Arsehole, has a freaking IMDb page. There's your David Weiss, one of the top gatekeepers of the Flat Earth movement that we've got to get rid of now, has an IMDb page. And also FTFE, Fight the Flat Earth on YouTube, has an IMDb page. This is weird. So how do all these shills and globe operatives have IMDb pages? Even someone as ridiculous as Fight the Flat Earth? Give me a break. Check this out. So MrBeast, the biggest YouTuber in the world, equals 666. So you're going to tell me that none of this is connected? Why this guy calls himself MrBeast, and we're in the end days now, where the beast of Revelation is. And I'm not saying he is the beast of Revelation, but the fact that he goes by the name MrBeast and is pushed so far and wide and high up on the YouTube algorithm that he is now the #1 YouTuber in the world, has gone to this. He's already done this fake Antarctica trip 2 years before the TFE did it. This is ridiculous. There's right there in the numbers. MrBeast equals 666. Just as Jaron Campanella, someone else that went to and performed this hoax called Antarctica, also is currently sitting at 666 videos. Unbelievable stuff. So quickly, some of the stuff I wanted to go over yesterday, I had to skim over quickly because we had a guest, as in Mr. RV. So again, do you guys remember the Tesla, the Roadster that Elon Musk sent into space via his other company, SpaceX?
What was going through your mind? How amazed were you to see your Roadster up there with Starman just cruising along with the Blue Planet? And how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. And I tried to show you that on Austin's page, whoever's telling him and controlling these guys and giving them the slogans for their videos. So obviously the first one he posted 3 weeks ago, which was the live, was called "One Small Step for Man, One Giant Leap for Flat Earth."
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
So these slogans, these famous slogans, that first one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, said by Neil Armstrong there. Look at the shameful faces of the Apollo 11 or the Nimrod 11 astronauts that rebelled against God. It's coming up 666 months since this took place. And if you look at the other videos, it's you can tell it's fake because it looks so real. So again, they're taking the line straight out of the Masonic Satanic Handbook that has already been used by NASA, that has already been used by Musk and Tesla and SpaceX, right? All there, all there. Quickly, let me just see some of the comments before I go to the next bit. So we do need to go over. I see YD is in the chats. So YD is from the Awake Souls channel. The channel that did a whole hit piece on me the other day, just misrepresenting everything. So I still got to respond to that. Either I'm just going to make a video going over it, responding to it on our own live, or if YD, if those guys want to invite me on and give me the chance to explain, then that would be great too. So yeah, very interesting stuff. So let me quickly see what's going on in this live over here. These guys are still live on KIC. Maybe not, it's finished. Or is it still live? Yeah, they're still live. Let's quickly hear what they got to say quickly.
And I can see that your little dot, your little avatar was right here and stuff like that. Because, you know, obviously they were tracking us through the TFE site. I have a couple of like the temperature differences, but again, it was dependent on when we had reception. And when we were at the secondary camp, we didn't really have the reception. And then sometimes depending on how far you are from the dining hall at the main camp, you won't have reception. So trying to get some of these like temperature readings from like, you know, high noon local time to the difference that it did at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, the sun hasn't gone down, but there was a significant difference in temperature. It did get a lot colder within those wee morning hours. We have the accelerometer data, which I know that you said I could hit up Man of Stone, Austin. And I know I got somebody in Flat Earth Gang that's also looking into the software. So when we were on the plane, I got this little like accelerometer device that I laid on my seat, and it was just taking like all the data and information, the acceleration, the inclination, and other stuff like the gyroscope stuff and everything. Stuff I can't personally read, but it was recommended to me to get the device on the flight there, just so that when we're able to extract that data, when we have somebody who can put it in a more digestible form, then that's also something that we'll be able to provide as well. I had all of my location, I guess for your iPhone, you can leave location on or off. I had it on purposely just so that, you know, when you look at the pictures and you swipe up, you can see the location. And I get it. People can say, well, GPS can be manipulated and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but we're like cross-referencing with people that were up in the northern hemisphere that had our location, that are also taking screenshots and so forth and screen recordings to kind of see that, because we don't all have the same phone essentially. But I mean, if it's all manipulated, then I don't know what else to do for you, you know, like I can only provide the information that I have. So yeah, that's definitely stuff that we'll be dropping soon.
So, because, you know, she doesn't technically have a channel, which I think she is going to start something, and we're encouraging her to do that. So yeah, I'm going to create, I created a Telegram group, and I wanted to get a lot of secure rated different forms so we can just start dumping everything kind of at the same time. But Telegram group that will have all kinds of stuff. Channel, you can comment, it's a discussion, but just comment per post. And then created a drop link, got like the maximum amount, I think it's like 10 or 15 terabyte, try to drop everything in there. And then I'm also going to create a site, right? Because you can upload everything through, like, for example, with Google Drive, you can have a Google site, make a custom domain, and everything can just be uploaded there. So you can actually go by tab and look for all the stuff you want, whatever, everything will be there for all data. And I'm talking like everything. I'm like, I have people, because the truth is there are a lot of awesome flat earthers, obviously, right? And they all know it's legit and they have our back and they're truthers and they're trying to figure it out. So they're compiling all the alleged like debunks or requests or whatever. And so we're putting it all in there. We're putting the contract that we sign, we're like the signed contract, copy of the signed contract, just for the world to see all of it, right? Like cut off the bottom numbers of my passport. You can see that. You can see our little certificates. You can see the drone approval because, oh, drones are illegal. It's like, well, no, got a specific approval. Then they had to do a little test and, you know, they were like, okay, you're competent enough to do it. And so we're going to put everything. And we got, I'm a little bit short. I mean, I haven't really had to donate it enough yet, but it's $350 for a GoPro telemetry extraction, which means that for each GoPro, we can pull all the telemetry data for each video file. And that's like, you know, longitude, lat, which obviously is a sphere reporting system, but also altitude, illumination, all these different things. And so you'll be able to the telemetry data from every like picture and or video from all the hero GoPros, and all three of us had one. And many things like that. Every conceivable data point in all the solar filter shots, there's 1,500 of them, just from the single one that tracked it the whole time. I had videos and pictures of it until we had the unfortunate accident. The P900 kind of broke. The bottom of it broke off the tripod or whatever. I freehanded a few. So we're going to compile all that together, and then we'll even put all the corresponding northern latitudes with all the information in there at the similar times. Okay, so there's going to be like a motherload of every conceivable drop of data, verifying, and just for truthers that want to actually look through it and figure out what's going on. I want to get the pitch data from Liz as well. And so I am working on like multiple locations of having everything completely accessible, completely transparent. Obviously, there's tons of behind the scenes footage and stuff as well. And Jonathan, again, has 8 terabytes. He's obviously trying to make a documentary where he's actually saying, like, he's going to accurately represent and wants to know what
Cindy.
we want to put in there as our strongest arguments that the earth is flat.
Wow.
So he's gonna hold on to some of his stuff, obviously, because he's making a documentary. He's not just gonna like show the whole world all his 8 terabytes and he can make a documentary. So he's got tons of stuff, but that's the only thing really that won't be included is what we don't currently have access to. So
Now, Austin, the only way the world, not the FE community, but the world is going to believe in that telemetry data is if you print it all off, put it in a bunch of boxes, and then lose it.
yeah, and you give it to someone at a garage sale.
In a McDonald's. Find it in a McDonald's.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was so tempted to make these jokes too, Sean. You have no idea how bad I wanted to troll people, man. Like, oh, look, the thing is, we got the telemetry data, but we actually filmed over it and lost it. And it's at a garage sale or something. We'll try to find it. And we do have the videos, but we accidentally lost the technology to upload them, and it's a difficult process to put it back again.
He's been listening to Crusaders.
Jaren's a lot like me. We're both
I
like, we
almost-
just want to make jokes. It's really
I almost
difficult.
named the thumbnail to this show tonight. A funny thing happened on the way to Antarctica. But,
No.
no, they're getting too much fun
No.
already, so no.
Yeah, man. That's a good one.
But yeah, guys, what would you do different if you could go back?
Sleep before I went.
Sleep in Punta Arenas. I think we cared too much about going live there for people, and we were like up till late, 12 or 1, out going live in Punta Arenas, and it was cold and miserable. And then, we would definitely slept. I would have definitely brought more equipment and just kind of some backup equipment and stuff like that.
That's the biggest thing, right? I would have brought tons more stuff.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too. To be honest with you, that at least for Austin and I, we didn't think the trip was happening. So it's not like we were getting all of our shit together real early because we didn't think it was happening. So I didn't even think talking to you. I think I told you, I don't think it'll happen. So it then got to be about, we had to get the clothes when Duffy needed us to get the clothes because he's paying for them. And then it was kind of like, okay, I should probably get this camera stuff going. I should probably get I should probably do. So then I got it all together in time, but it wasn't like, if I knew it was happening, then it would be a way different story. I really didn't think that, every other trip like this that's ever been planned has been canceled. So I kind of assumed this was going to be another one. And I'm still baffled as to, why this was something that was definitely hidden from us on purpose and then kind of seemed to be revealed at this point. That's, I guess we'll discover that in the future or, looking into it. Because it certainly seems like they could have proven this 10 years ago. They could have showed us easily. If they saw there was some sort of argument about it, they could have just put a camera down at Union Glacier. It's been there.
Well, you mean like a live one or something? Because you can see that now
Well, that's
looking back, like that 5-day one is probably just legit. And
probably. I think with Starlink changes
That
everything.
Anthony Powell one?
Yeah,
I guess
Starlink
that
changes
is
everything
okay.
because now we can start thinking in terms of like Starlink being there. So now it seems easy. Well, just put a camera there, do a 24-hour time lapse, or
sure,
do a
no excuses now.
4-month, right? But before I could see now, if you don't have any internet connection there, then you do have to film some sort of time lapse and then upload it the next day, which is what it seems like they were doing. They were just cutting out 8 hours every day. So again, it's one of those things where, if we had to do it again, I would just. And I do think they should put one down there. I'm going to actually go pretty hard at whoever I need to, NSF or.
So we kind of caught the live at a good time there. Austin was on and he was talking about how much data he's going to release and all the terabytes and yada, yada, yada. And then he was making jokes about how they lost the footage, they recorded over it. So they're funny, man. That means that they know for sure that they've been listening to everything that's been going on here. So quickly, I need to bring up today's live from Flatzoid. So Flatzoid was live this morning and they were going over the debates and stuff with Dustin, I believe it is, Nemo. And Austin have actually showed up in the live today. So we're going to go over, skim through some of it and see what happened.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. The what we see in their other videos compared to what we see in Jaren's body cam or whatever it was that he released is markedly different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm also wondering why nobody noticed. And Vlad, I forwarded Vlad the link if you hadn't sent it to him.
No, did you?
Yeah,
I was gonna email him. I forgot to.
Yeah, I got it. I forwarded it. There's and if so, if all this is legitimate, and I'm leaning toward, yeah, they went. They were there for some. They were there, okay. And the lady told me I could do this. I could go there, and the dates would be between the 14th and the 18th.
I just want
he made it.
everybody a favor.
Nice to see you,
I want you to
man.
do everybody a favor. Tell them what your name's that. What you just wrote your name as.
Your mate's off.
You're muted.
You mute.
There you.
Huh? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
My name is
there you go.
Flatsoid Clout Chasing.
Flatsoid cloud chasing. There
That's
you
what you're
go.
doing. Anyway, don't really
That's
act
what
all.
we're after.
Don't switch up.
You know, for
Say
me,
with your chest.
I've always been.
Say with your chest.
I got a question for you, Wally. Yeah. Why when you
Wait, go back to the video you were just playing.
Wait, no. Why when you did?
I'm gonna leave if you don't go straight to the video you were just playing.
We will now.
Playing. All right, yeah.
Video
Say it with your chest. Don't switch up now down here. Go back to the video.
We'll do it now. We'll do it now. I just want to know, why didn't you address the video I made for you? What's it?
How does it
I don't watch your content. It's trash.
You showed my video. Wait.
How does someone come onto someone else's stream and take what mine's do?
You can't demand me what to say. Wait.
You're leave them.
We'll do this.
Yeah,
now.
bye, dude.
Yeah, we'll leave.
Go,
Yeah.
get out. Leave. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Go.
wait.
You don't need it. Do it, man. Don't think of it. Do it.
You need to keep getting
I
clicks.
want to ask What's it?
Don't threaten it. Do
You
it, man.
showed my video.
There's a bunch of people not even on camera. You guys are soft. Show your camera, bro. Say it with your chest.
I'm the last one.
The people saying leave.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Say it with your chest.
I'm the last motherfucker
Do what?
worried about
Go ahead.
clicks or views.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
put money out
good
there,
thing I
dude.
said Flat Soy was the one that was clout chasing.
Nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna play something quickly.
Well, Flat Soy gets 100 views. Now he gets 1,000. So.
Man, I know you for so long.
Hey, go to the video you were just playing when you scared, bro.
I'm
I was
sorry.
getting 1,000 views before I ever talked about you.
No, what a flex.
You guys about to get so exposed. You're trying to put it off. Go back to the video.
Wait, Richard, you haven't answered me yet. I said I'll do that now. So why haven't you addressed my video yet?
Addressed your video?
Yeah.
What was my
Yeah,
answer
you
to that? What was
The
my
one
answer
you
to that?
The one you played only a little quarter of the way and then decided to leave.
I played it to the end.
No,
You're
you didn't.
lying.
That's all right.
Yes,
You
I
just
did.
lied again. You heard this, so can I play that part? And
Was it? You talking about like the 3-minute video where I played it to the end?
You didn't.
You did.
I couldn't care less what we're talking about. I'm going to leave, or you're going to go play the video. You're just slandering me. You're all fake believers. If you claim to be a believer, you're bearing bro. Go to the video. Go to the video. Go to the video. Why you scared, bruh? Say it with your chest. Go to the video.
Yeah. So where is it? LJ was right. This was a complete mess. So as you can see, as Austin jumps in on this live, it's very hostile immediately. He looks like he's struggling with something. He's very defensive when he doesn't need to be if he's being honest about going on this trip and performing this experiment, right? And seeing what he supposedly saw, which was a 24-hour sun that doesn't set in the south. So he's struggling, right? Someone that actually legitimately went somewhere and saw this thing wouldn't have to be coming on looking like a complete state, a mess, and just pretty much screaming and calling everyone else a liar, and he's going to expose everyone, but yeah, he's definitely feeling the pressure.
Total ego. In fact, I am actually
Dial it down, dude.
I was actually presenting evidence.
Actually get to explain the truth. I'm going to expose the lies. What you just tried to do, please stop interrupting me. Please stop interrupting me. Please stop interrupting me. What I just tried to respond to was I said, I did not hit a vape, walk over to the screen, and then fake my breath. That is a collective claim. I never claimed I never hit a vape. The entire time I've said I did hit a vape when I was in Antarctica because I found one. The entire time. It's recorded on 24/7 Earth Awakenings days before I ever even talked to Flatsoid. Days before. I've never lied about that. My actual claim is I didn't hit a vape and walk over to the camera and try to fake my breath objectively. What is Flatsoid doing? Trying to cut one of the parts out and say that I said I never hit a vape. And that's because he's a liar. That's because he's a liar. So now what's your other question, man?
Triangles.
Okay, my question was,
how does he do it?
When we
I don't know.
did see breath come out of your mouth when you came back on camera, and then did not see it any time after that or prior to that, what was the explanation for that one time that we could see your breath when you went, oh, what's up, like that, okay? And then it is no more. There is no more whatsoever. Did the weather suddenly snap and change for a second, or how did that occur? That's the inconsistencies that I look for, and that you also look for when you're dissecting NASA videos and such. So
No, actually, I'm
anybody
intelligent, so I'm able to
for
actually
looking
compile
at-
the preponderance of evidence. Okay, I'm gonna answer your question now. I already did, actually. So you keep saying, but we never see it any other time. I addressed that specifically. That's not true, we do.
In that same video?
Please stop interrupting me. So when I walked over to go inside, I also got a drink of water. I was inside for a couple minutes. So what I realized, we all realize this, by the way, and there's videos of it. Whenever you're inside and warm up for a while, especially if you drink water, if you come outside, you will see your breath more for a little bit, especially if you drink warm water. Now, all the water they gave us was warm. In fact, if you wanted cold water, you had to pour the boiling water, then go put chunks of ice in it. So if you drink warm water while you're in Antarctica, you see your breath more. So when I went inside to the room and I drank water and I came back out, I did hit a vape, but I fully exhaled the vape as far away from the camera as I possibly could. I have proof of this pulled up on my screen right now in HD, by the way. Not a time lapse, just completely unedited full time. That's why I have the truth and you guys don't, and you should stop slandering me. And then I walk over there, and then whenever I exhaled twice.
Wow, sorry. He's explaining, but yeah, he is a very fast talker. His acoustics are very loud. His is louder than anyone else's. Like, damn, you got some good volume there, or YouTube's making sure that your voice is louder than everyone else's. That was strange.
Twice away from the camera and then started talking. Okay, so when I saw my breath, I'm like, that can't be the vape, because I exhaled far away from it. And if it was the vape, I would have been embarrassed. I was like, damn, did I just let people see I was vaping? Okay, but I thought, no, I fully exhaled the vape out in the opposite direction, but I have proof of it literally in HD.
So he's justifying that, okay, he said he's drinking the water. So that was the first thing he came up with to excuse the vaping from the first video that we posted. It was like, that's not the vape. I was drinking water, and it makes your breath show. So he's still sticking with that, right? And he's saying now that because we posted the other video of him bending down vaping, he had to admit, okay, I drank water and I took a hit of my vape, but he blew it away, far away from the camera. And then when he got on the camera, he was surprised to see breath, and he's trying to still claim that was from the water bottle. Unbelievable stuff. So this was just today, this morning. He jumps on into the Lion's Den on Flatzoid's Live. He gets grilled by Sovereign, by PJ, by Flatzoid, and yeah, he's struggling. Like, if you have nothing to hide, you don't need to do this. So it was very cringy to watch and painful. I was there in the comments. I was just like, just confess. You can't continue to live your life like this if it's already this much pressure and this much of a struggle. Like, just give up. Just give up.
I fully exhale away from the camera. So when I came back and you could see my breath, I'm like, damn, that must be because now I'm warm after being inside. So I said, what's up now? And then I tried to take 2 more deep breaths, thinking I was going to keep seeing it. And then I didn't. This idea that I went over there trying to fake my breath is ridiculous. Why would I then take 2 more deep breaths? Doesn't make any sense. I didn't think I was trying to hide that I was vaping, because I would never want to vape on screen. I think it's trashy. I think it promotes vaping. And I would never. So that was the only thing that I was doing in terms of vaping, was hitting it and staying away from the camera. That's just an objective fact. And in that same exact location, you can see your breath sometimes when you're in a shadow, etc. That's the answer. And I've been honest about this the whole time. I've said, I went in there and I drank some water. Now, the truth is, if anyone's going to be honest here, if we're talking about being completely delirious and staying up for hours and hours and hours, when someone's like, hey, what did you do right here? I'm like, from what I remember, I just went in there and I drank water. I didn't even remember if I hit the vape, how many times I hit the vape. Who would possibly remember exactly the very moments they hit a vape? In a live stream, hours and hours of not sleeping. So I answered it honestly the whole time. What I just said is the truth. Everything else is a lie. Everything else is a lie.
I can dig where you're coming from with that. I could see it. as plausible.
So that's him. He's got a solid story now. It just took 2 weeks to come up with, and they're going to stick with it. So now, since it's been like 2 weeks, right? Since Vape Gate began, and he was quiet the first week, and now only this week he's had time to get the script together and how to respond, and he's claiming that he's going to release footage that proves in 4K that he didn't blow smoke from a vape in the camera. So guys, I can make that edit right now, and the fact that even if they took 2 days to supply that footage, it still wouldn't be acceptable. Now it's been 2 weeks, guys. Liars. So quickly, before we get back to this and see how he was trying to squirm out of it, I wanted to just bring up this video quickly and get it out the way. This took place. This was from his Antarctic trip recap. So let's just play this quickly. Get it all documented.
I don't want you over here. Literally. Like literally. What's up now? You have to take like deeper breaths and it sucks. It hurts your lungs. Okay. You guys told me to watch until the end. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the other one? Wait, what's the other one called? What's the other one called? Nico? Something like Nico? This is so funny, bro.
A case like this will ruin your iPhone 16.
Nico, what's it? It's it. I don't even know. Here we go.
The footage is going to be of Austin Whitsitt. And everyone, we've all seen it. Here it is.
What's up now?
So look, he just faked his breath, right? So this
Oh, wow. Just say the conclusion.
is him when he's faking his breath. Watch carefully again and listen to what he says.
Here's a little breath. What's up now? You have to take like deeper breaths and it sucks. It hurts your lungs. Okay.
Sorry, technical difficulties. I should be back right now.
You saw it.
So I'm going to bring it up right now. So remember, the video we just watched was Austin Whitsitt on his live. So he did, in his Antarctica recap, have to bring up the video. So it wasn't really a recap of his trip to Antarctica. It was him defending all the evidence that was piling up against him. So that's all that was recapped, was him bringing up all of us and all the claims against him and him trying to talk his way out of this Vape Gate. So again, every time he speaks of it, it takes a new turn, and today's latest turn was what took place on Flatzoids Live. So let's just check in back with these guys, see what's going on.
Anyway, there's just no
that have been kind of presented in Hanvy's angle. You could throw AE map in there, doesn't matter. Like same AE map, doesn't matter. And that's why I kind of understand what Sean's saying, right? It's like
I get to.
because he's not going to let go of saying that it falsifies the AE map. You know why? Because his follow-up is, and that's the only viable flat Earth map. So he is saying that it falsifies flat Earth. Right. And I think that is kind of dishonest. I mean, no, I think he can believe that. He thinks that. That's cool. Right. But to say that we all agree.
He had Joe Hamby on the show, right? Didn't he have Joe Hamby on?
He did, yeah. But he also is now like going into the like kind of personally attacking and slandering.
Yeah, no. It's not just that he interviewed Joe Hamby in one of the many interviews leading up to this trip. He made several response videos to Joe Hamby's model directly, trying to diminish it and say it doesn't work.
Because he knew it was like the closest to a direct answer.
Because it does dispel the whole narrative that he was pushing this TFE narrative, and that now he's taking this into the media and writing all these press releases saying that, you know, the flat Earth has been debunked because we've debunked their map, we've debunked this sun observation, And I'm just sitting there going, but the community did not have a consensus on this, 24-hour sun in Antarctica. There was apparently, although fringe, I grant that it was not the majority, it was the minority. But there's people out there saying, well, apparently it is possible if you try to model it with the firmament model. So now here's the unique part, right? The firmament, the Bible makes a claim of a firmament as literally in Amos 9:6 translated as the dome that's set over the earth. And we don't know what that shape of that dome is or how. I don't know anyone that's done a lot of experimentation with dome optics and how light bends around it and moves and or even it doesn't give us a description of there's different shapes of different domes that can be made with architecture, and we don't know how the ones described according to the biblical claim. So this is where testing would come in, right? Experimentation would come in. And all I'm saying, Jaron and Austin and Elizabeth, is that this whole thing that you guys have been a part of, if nothing else, came up with this unique concept, this new concept of people now saying, wait a minute, we can produce this optical observation.
Let me pause that. This guy is annoying. KIC, how is he going to try and pass off as a Christian and try and discredit God's creation, that is the firmament, and how we can't test it? It's been tested. We know it's there. They know it's there. That's why I just brought up that he just reminded me, Operation Dominic, right? So Operation Dominic took place in 1961 and 1962 and was followed up by Operation Fishbowl, right? Again, 1961 and 1962. This is when they sent, so let's see what the AI has to say. So Operation Fishbowl was a series of high altitude nuclear tests conducted by the United States in 1962. The tests were part of the larger Operation Dominic program, which was a response to the Soviet Union's announcement in 1961 that they would end their testing moratorium. So here are some details about Operation Fishbowl. The test took place from June to November in 1962. So 5 devices were detonated at high altitudes using rockets designed by Sandia. So the test collected data on electromagnetic pulse and other aspects of ballistic missile defense systems. That's what they're telling us. But basically what we know is that they were testing the dome. So Operation Fishbowl and Dominic. So let's go back to Dominic because it has the explosions there. Look at this. So Operation Dominic destroys Joseph Hanvey's model. So Joseph Hanvey has a model of the flat Earth with a dome, and then another layer, another floor mirrored layer that the sun and the moon are above, and cast the reflection down, which is how he's trying to explain how the reflection of the sun above this mirrored ceiling in the sky is reflecting and creating a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. And it doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. So next time people bring up Joseph Hanvey's model, just go straight to Operation Dominic and Operation... They keep kicking me out. There's something going on. Project Bluebeam's about to go down. It's not just me. The internet is messing up all over the world. So yeah, the blast radius and the explosion shows that there was no ceiling. So look at the explosions, right? If there was Joseph Hanvey's model with this freaking ceiling, it just wouldn't happen, right? So again, refer to Operation Dominic and Operation Fishbowl when people like Joseph Hanvey are trying to share their model to prove that TFE's results from their fake experiment were real, right? It's not real. Okay, so let's go back to, it says, yeah, Joseph Hanvey, quickly. Let me bring up Joseph Hanvey's model so you can get a visual of what they're trying to push, which makes no sense. And most of us, well, I wasn't born during that time, but anyone that is a real biblical cosmologist and looks into flat Earth, right, will know about Operation Dominic and Operation Fishbowl. And notice the names Dominic. So Dominic is like as in dome, and Fishbowl, what's the fishbowl? The world we live in. So Yes. Yeah, Hanvi is on it, in my honest opinion. On what? Sorry, on what? Let me just see his model here. Let me just go to YouTube. Yeah, but even before I remembered Operation Dominic and Fishbowl, that model that Hanvi was presenting that proves TFE's experiment and their results to be correct because of his model, I just knew it just didn't make sense, right? And again, if the sun is above this floor that's mirroring down a reflection, then it's going to create a sunspot on the ground, not going to have a morphing sun changing shapes going around in the sky. That's not how reflection will work, right? So yeah, here's the model right here. Quickly, you see that ceiling, this right here? That's ridiculous. We are going to debunk that right now just by bringing up Operation Dominic and Operation Fishbowl, because then this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have been able to take place because if that ceiling was there, they would have hit it and smashed it or something. So it's ridiculous. And there's no mention of it in the Holy Bible. Yeah. So he says Hanvi's using science and he's legit. Mr. Gematria says Hanvi is a Mason also. I have a pending video on him. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that video. If there's anything you could share with me, but there's something about this model. Yeah, we have their words only, but considering Joseph's model and that, you know, Dominic and Fishbowl did take place, like these rockets were seen or nukes were seen, they did go up, they did explode, and there was no recollection of anything hitting a ceiling in the sky according to this model. So well, yeah, again, we don't know, but it's something worth pointing out and connecting. So if people know anything more to do with Fishbowl and Dominic and the heights of what the explosions took place at, yeah, and the height that this ceiling is supposed to be at in the sky, we're going to put it all together. So we're going to quickly go back to here and see some of Austin's very defensive stuff going on here.
Plausible. It doesn't help with the controversy about the vape, but let's put that aside. You guys left on the 18th, and that was because there was a storm coming?
They told us the storm was coming and it got way windier. What I came on the stream, before I start answering a bunch of other questions, I came on the stream, I told Flatsoid in the DM, hold that video up that you were just playing. I intended to come here for just a few minutes and to show, and I thought, okay, I'm actually going to help you guys. It's really embarrassing what you're doing right now, saying, Witch just said he drank hot tea and did it, and you're watching it.
I said it was plausible. I said it was plausible. Okay, so now you guys left out on the 18th because there was a storm coming, supposedly, yet we're told that it hasn't snowed there in 100 years. What kind of a storm would it be? Well, isn't that what Jaron said? It had
they say they get like 1 inch per year, but a storm is just about clouds and wind. And when there's really strong wind that comes in, it blows snow off the mountains. And I have videos of tons of snow flying off the top of mountains.
Okay, I do too. All right, so what I'm getting at though is that the schedule for that flight is to leave out on the 18th, the next.
Again, so just to clarify, thank you, Jailbreak Overlander. We're not jumping down his throat. We're just saying that the model doesn't add up. It doesn't resonate with most of us to begin with. And then looking into it further, things just don't add up. The more I look at it, the more things pop into, like I was looking at it last night and I was trying to get my head around it and put it all together and it just wasn't clicking. And then something did click, and it was Operation Fishbowl and Dominic. And I was like, yeah, they sent the freaking rockets and the nukes up. They exploded them up there. Supposedly, they were testing the dome and the height, but definitely putting that together with that model might be able to get some more answers out of it, right? So thanks for chiming in on that.
One doesn't leave out. It comes in on the 18th and leaves out on the 18th. The one that y'all went in with just you guys on the 14th, and it left on the 14th full. So I'm assuming those were the runners that left.
Yeah.
Zero accounting software helped put me on the right path.
Scheduled flight was on the 18th, and it left out on the 18th.
It wasn't scheduled.
Scheduled flight. What scheduled? The ALE.
It wasn't scheduled. They bumped it up a day and a half earlier. Or whatever.
All their flight schedules are already pre-advanced. I got it all the way up through January 25th.
They changed the flight schedule though.
No, because when I called ALE today and I asked them if I could do just an overnight or a couple of days, I talked to them and I have it recorded. I'll show it.
I don't care. I was there. I know what happened. We weren't supposed to leave till the next day. They bumped it up a day early.
The package that she offered said that I could fly in on the 14th and the next scheduled flight would be out on the 18th. This is what ALE told me on the telephone today when I called them.
You called them today? So you're talking about January?
No, I'm talking about, look, do you want to see the whole flight?
No, I don't want to see anything. I'm tired of wasting my time. That's what I'm tired of doing.
Season. I have this season's whole flight schedule, past, present, and future.
Okay, the past would have been updated, wouldn't it? So we were supposed to leave the next day. So when you book tickets with ALE, they tell you to book a hotel 2 days before and after your trip in case they have to bump the flights around. So the group that was coming in had to book their hotel 2 days before they were coming. 2 days before they were coming in. They said there's a storm coming. If you guys stay, then you won't be able to leave for 5 to 6 days. So we're going to bump you up a day if everyone's okay with that. Everyone agreed that we wanted to go ahead.
The next flight out wasn't until the 30th. Austin,
you're trying to tell me about something I lived and was there and you know nothing about, and you're interrupting me while I'm explaining to you what happened. Think about how insane that is.
The ALE lady offered me the same dates for next year.
That's totally irrelevant.
No, it's not. It's the same flight schedule.
Okay, dude. Okay, yeah. Oh, Sherlock Holmes, you figured it out.
Sorry, getting a lot of technical difficulties, same as last night. So if it goes black, I just quickly reset it and it comes back on. It's getting out of hand.
And now you're trying to avoid it because you're spreading propaganda just like a Glober would do. And there's a deceptively...
You sound like the Glober, Austin.
Stop interrupting me. So this video is deceptively... This video is deceptively edited to take out where I'm drinking tea.
Addressing the entire panel, but you won't let the panel speak, mate.
I claim nothing. We don't need you to speak.
I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Wait, Flatsoid, address what I'm saying. So let me share my screen and prove it. Let me share my screen and prove it.
Now, the host is talking. Have you noticed in my show, and Whitford wouldn't let the host actually talk? I'm just going to say, the poll says Whitford lie about the vape.
I've been told I'm not allowed to ask a question because I'm not on camera. Now he's telling me I'm just not allowed to ask a question. I mean, like,
yeah, he's a real
Dude,
sorry. So again, that was again from Flatzoid's live earlier today. There's a lot of arguing. Austin was very, very defensive. So we're going to go back to this model here, Joseph Hanvey. So yeah, it is some kind of fluid ceiling. It's not like a solid rakia like the firmament is surrounding the Earth and held in by the ice wall. This ceiling is like some fluid ether that, I don't know. This starts to get into a whole other story. It starts feeling like extra land theory. It's just, It's not resonating with me with these new models that are just popping up in support of TFE.
To defame my character by bringing up something.
Yeah, so again, I believe that's what you guys were talking about, some kind of fake fight going on now between him and Will Duffy. So Gel Overbreak Outlander says, the deal I've been on YouTube for 16 years. So if Jeranism wasn't lying, he would assemble a 10 to 15 minute concise video, no names, no blasphemy, and prove us wrong. And he has not. Correct. Yeah, Whitsitt is working overtime to try and salvage whatever dignity he had, but it's all gone now with this deception and all the lies upon lies now. He's just keep digging himself deeper into this hole.
You've been lying incessantly.
No one's been lying. Anyway.
You just claimed that I said I just never hit a vape and that was a lie.
Did Whitsitt lie about the vape? 63% say yes.
Yeah, you have. Who else would be here listening to your stream other than the people that
everybody
schizophrenically
that
think
used
something
to
was
watch
fake?
you Whitsitt and that have seen through your lies? That's the people. Anyway,
No.
you lied.
Listen, I'm gonna leave now unless you go play the video you played earlier where you were slandering me. You're afraid. You're trying to hide it from the audience.
Why are you talking over me? Can you shut
And
the
no one
hell
on
up?
the panels. You guys were all talking so big and bad about how I had a.
Okay, I've muted him again because he just doesn't have the kahunas to shut the hell up while I talk. Okay, so I have to treat him like a child and mute him every time I talk. Now he walks away.
I asked you to play that video about 10 minutes ago, twice, right? I want to ask one question, right? And I'm not allowed to ask it. It's a joke. There's no point in him being here, right? He keeps addressing panel, but he won't let panel speak.
Yeah, exactly. Not once did I interrupt him.
No one cares. Just play the video.
All I asked was not for him to demand. I didn't even ask him a question. The only question I asked is, please don't demand. And I didn't interrupt anything.
Let's just let the audience know what's going on. I have the actual screen shared of Owen Benjamin. He won't show you guys because he's lying to you guys. And he won't play the video it played earlier because it was deceptive.
It's on screen for everybody. You can see it's been sitting on screen for the last 15 minutes, waiting for Austin to shut the hell up. But he won't just shut up because Whitsitt has verbal diarrhea. So Whitsitt, it's on screen for you. What do you want to go through on screen here so we can get done with this nonsense?
Yeah, should have taken maybe 3 minutes. Go to 13 minutes.
Hey, if you're a renter in Canada and you're struggling with heavy credit card debt, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, I just want to
Doesn't make the spinning globe real. You know?
100%.
It's like, yeah, it's just that this conception that was popularized, I think maybe even handed to us. You know, you got the A map just handed to you. It isn't correct. Like what the depiction that you see on Dave's app, it clearly isn't that simple. And I think it's actually naive of us to think that like the creators, like heavens, are that simple. But I didn't think there was a 24-hour sun here. I've said for years I didn't think there was one. There was like no footage. And I was wrong. That's the other part that's super gay is people think it's like such a big deal to be wrong. It's not that.
Bro, I got way more. I got so much respect for you, man.
Like I've seen some right interesting. I think that we're in a tourist field. I think everything's electric. So no, True Christian had to make some cuts starting here. So this video won't be too long. Now, if you'll share my screen, we're gonna play that very moment of the stream, and let's see what he cut out. Let's see what he cut out.
Okay, so starting the haircut. So everything
So-
before that you didn't cut. I just want to make sure. So everything before that you didn't cut.
I didn't, all I did was tune in and watch where you were claiming that I had not drank tea the whole
Okay.
time, which means you weren't even diligent enough to go watch this actual stream where I drink tea the entire time. So you've been talking about me faking my breath for days and days, and you haven't even gone to watch the Owen Benjamin stream where you see my breath the whole time. You just claimed I lied about drinking tea. And then you claimed I was drinking water, which you're conflating with what I said when I went into the actual building on the other video. You didn't even keep up with very basic rudimentary details. Feel
Did
free
you
to
or
share my
did you
screen
not
now.
just say-
Share my screen now, please.
Did you or did you just not say now? So from this point he edited it, not before that.
I didn't watch before this. What I said was that he deceptively edited this part right here because what happens is I go to drink my tea right there. So if you share my screen, we'll watch the actual video. Okay. So I don't know if I go full screen it'll be good, but this should be fine. I've said for years I didn't think there was one. There was like no footage. And I was wrong. That's the other part that's super gay is people think it's like such a big deal to be wrong. It's not that
Bro,
big
I
of a
got
deal.
way
Like,
more. I got so much respect for you, man, because that's always what got me into the truth world. Is like, I don't like the narcissistic personality disorder of like, if you're proven wrong, you immediately come up with a way you're still right. That's what I don't like about now.
Okay, so clearly you can see that the guy cut out where I drink the tea right at that very moment, right? Now, this is the actual truth of this situation, is I had started feeling sick, right? And my throat was hurting, my chest was hurting, so I was drinking really hot tea the whole time. Because like I said, the only type of water they have is boiling water. 'Cause if you want to make it cold, you just go throw some ice in there. Because all the water's coming from the ice anyway. So I go get the hot water, I drink tea, like 3 or 4 cups of tea, because I feel terrible that whole day. Then I'm about to do the stream, I make a fresh thing of really hot tea.
So this is in regards to True Christian's video he made with this Owen Benjamin character. So Jailbreak Overlander says Owen Benjamin is an OPP. He's a plant and couldn't cut in Hollywood, so he landed here and is doing what they do. True Christian says I didn't deceptively edit the video. So again, Austin's doing to True Christian what he did to me, saying that I made edits on a video to try and slander him, which is not true. We were able to debunk that, and now he's going after True Christian, calling him a fake Christian and a deceiver, which is again not true. How you doing, to Kyron? Good to see you. Yeah, Cindy Hollins is making some great comments in the chat here. Same with Jailbreak Overlander. The plants are always using those words. Narcissism. Owen is a dope. El Karaki says, King Nico, I sent a super chat. Not sure if it went through, brother. I'll check for it. I haven't seen anything come through yet, but I appreciate that. Thank you kindly. God bless you. So thank you, True Christian. So I see we've got some of the awake souls in the chat here. So I think this is a perfect time to just bring up some of the stuff that was said the other day and answer some of their questions. Where is it? Here it is. So if you guys want to come on, the link is in the chat. So I see YD is there. I see RJ is there. So you guys are willing to come on quickly.
Controlled opposition trying to make the flat earthers look stupid with these, everything's a conspiracy now, right?
Yeah, so basically what we've uncovered, so the best way to destroy your opponent is to lead him into his own grave. Right, so what we have now is about 99.9% of the people that believed in flat earth that have YouTube channels are all actively working to protect the globe lie. So it's the greatest deception that they need. They cannot lose the globe lie, because what it does, it allows atheism,
TFE was a Freemasonic scam
to run rampant throughout the realm. And so that what they've done is they've employed disinformation and misinformation agents, set up to disinform people and to make the truth.
So El Karaki, your super chat has shown up. Says thank you for your hard work, brother, as well to Jailbreak. Appreciate you guys and God bless. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
That's out here that's actually talking about this, they are using to actually to disable, to divide, and to destroy anybody that might believe in flat Earth. And what they've done is basically they every time they do these stupid hoaxes, these psyops, these psychological operations, the agenda is to fool people, right? They don't actually kill the babies and drink the blood. They're not doing this. Now, there are probably certain groups. Our studio was too bright. So we've gone with the darker version. Let's see what the naysayers can say now.
Yeah,
Here
so
we go.
this is the night vision version where it should be easier on everybody's eyes. And so we've got this King Nico. That's
So yeah, so these guys, they go through my Twitter page of all things. I don't even use Twitter. I just, blast some stuff on it and get it out there. So quickly, I see we got someone in the backstage here. So before we get to all this misrepresentation of me and I answer some of the stuff, I quickly wanted to bring up a video because there's something big just happened in Canada today. Just quickly, as a short video, we're going to go to Joseph Aquaviva, and has already done a decode on the resignation of Canadian Prime Minister Justine Castro. So, where's the video, brother? Is it live? Yeah, here we go.
For 3 days and rose from the grave on a third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So guys, big breaking news tonight. Justin Trudeau set to resign as Prime Minister of Canada. And we get this news tonight on January 5th. His birthday is December 25th. So we get this news tonight 354 days before his birthday. In Gematria, Prime Minister of Canada equals 354. Wow. And we get this news today on January 5th, 1-5, and notice Canada equals 15, which is 1-5, like today's date. And then notice Justin Trudeau is 183 and 168, like Prime Minister is 183 and 168.
Wow. So thank you for that, Joseph. The Canadian Prime Minister has finally resigned today. Joseph decoded it just yesterday and everything is happening. The damage has already been done. The guy should have been gone a long time ago. So we'll get to that, but appreciate you, Joseph. Everyone sub to him if you want to see the decodes for everything that happens in the news. And I want everyone to welcome Jailbreak Overlander to the Crusaders headquarters. Brother, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, bro.
Nice. I'm out in the middle of the desert in California.
Oh,
Stand by. Why is my audio bouncing back?
So you're out in the California desert. We got RFB in the house, everyone. So get your comments in quick.
There it is.
Oh, look at this.
I'm in the desert. So,
what are you searching for there in the desert?
I was just showing you. Just showing you.
Yeah.
Why is my audio bouncing back? That pisses me off. Whatever. I just want to make.
Hold on. I got that. Let me quickly fix that. Echo cancellation. There we go. It should be good now.
Can you still hear me?
Yep.
You can. Okay, cool. I just wanted to jump on real quick just to say this straight up. And I haven't been on a live stream in years, dude. Years. I don't mess with anybody else's chat. None of that stuff. If these guys weren't lying, they would simply take their fancy editors and they would take all the footage that they have and make a quick video and blow us all out of the water. And instead, all they're doing is just
We're back.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
I don't know. Do I have to repeat what I just said?
Maybe I didn't hear it, but maybe everyone did hear it. But I keep getting cut out for some reason.
All right, because it's happening. My Starlink's doing the same thing, which it usually doesn't do. But here's the thing. First of all, having a having a sergeant on your hat everything isn't 666. We don't control everything on Earth. So just people relax, because someone's already asked you to explain that. Second off, if these boys weren't lying, they would simply take their fancy editors and have a 15, 10, maybe a 30-minute video just completely blowing us out of the water. And instead, they're doing what liars do. I mean, the blasphemy that Jeremianism did, that I couldn't believe it. The blasphemy was unbelievable, but these guys are just lying and name calling. So we got them. We got them. And it is not, I don't know how big of a bag they got for this whole thing, but it isn't worth it, because they played an integral role in the New World Order coming to pass. And Trudeau had to step down because we are going to take over Canada. They're going to do this. So otherwise, that's all I got, brother. I didn't want to jump in and here on you and
speak some more. We're happy to have you. So everyone, shout out to Jailbreak Overlander. I'm not going to say his full name on the internet. Same as the big buddy from last night. You guys are so shadow banned and censored. Makes me look like Mickey Mouse Club over here. So give us some more information about the reasoning and the timing of Trudeau's resignation, because it's no surprise. We know that Antichrist is being ushered in. Trump is going to be inaugurated in 2 weeks' time. There's talks of Canada being taken over by the States. So
yep, and they're gonna do that and make it, and they're gonna make Canadians, most of them, they'll be happy. Like, oh, you know, we'll immigrants and illegals and the economy, everything will be great. It's the New World Order, man. I mean, I've been talking about this I was a young man when I started doing this, man. You know, I didn't think I'd actually live to see this actually happening, and it's going down. Like, this is really legitimately happening, and they're getting ready to pull another pandemic, which is insane.
Which one is it? The bird flu? Which one is it?
Bird flu, yeah.
Oh,
a guy died. A guy died because there was a flock of birds in his yard. What was he, French kissing him? You know, how do you get sick because birds landed in your yard?
Yeah, swimming in that crap or something.
You bet. But they're gonna pull. I said this on a live stream years ago during COVID. And my bad. I forgot that you're on YouTube. My bad.
No worries.
I said this years ago. I said, when they go for it, they're gonna just hit us with stuff we ain't never seen before. And I'll tell you what, drones still flying over the East Coast right now, mystery fog, all sorts of crazy stuff is going on right now, you know. And meanwhile, Israel is still just killing people left and right, no big deal. It's crazy. They're going to hit us with so many things. People are just going to tap out and say, we'll take it. We'll take the mark, whatever it is. I'm not going to. I refuse.
Wow. So everything is happening. You mentioned the fog. I drove in it a couple weeks back. I haven't seen it recently, but it was very strange. And now we're getting all this. You said Starlink interruptions. My stuff keeps going in and out. Something big's coming. They're changing over to the New World Order. They're going to just switch it on like that.
But in order to take it, I mean, have you been in the military?
I come from a military family. I was 16 when 9 September thing happened. So I kind of decided to go my own way and go against. I was the first one to not do the service that I should
have done. Dude. It's a good, because you regret it right now. You regret it. And you'd probably have an alcohol problem and whatever else, like everybody else does. But in order to take over the entire world at one time, that's a lot of work. You got to have a lot of moving parts. And it seems like now that they've got their AI up and running, man, and in alleged God mode, you know what I mean? The same dude that warned us about it is now got the biggest, strongest AI on the planet. You know what I mean? Elon Musk. It's amazing people don't see this for what it is. You know, I mean, they straight said it. AI is simply a 24/7 conduit to another dimension. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy stuff, man. They can't go to the moon. They're just trying to break through the firmament. That's all they've ever tried to do. And they're doing it. Apparently.
One more thing, brother. You were mentioning some stuff about Joseph Hanvey's model. So what are your views and your reasonings behind his model and how it could fit in or not fit in? We'd like to hear that from you.
I just like the fact that he actually showed, from what I saw, I don't follow every single video, but from what I saw, a friend of mine who wrote a book called Confusion in Christianity and Confusion in the Cosmos, where he explains, and shows how the Bible literally straight up tells you the earth is flat. It's immovable, you know? He's a successful dude. He wrote that book and he wrote the other book. I've read them both. And he turned me on to this kid, Hanfree, or whatever his last name is. And when I saw the superfluid, and I'm like, holy cow, somebody's actually using the ether. And he said, from what I gathered, I might have took it wrong. Like I said, I don't stay up with all the drama. But he showed that even on a flat earth, you could have what appears to be a 24-hour sun. Maybe I heard that wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I've been wrong before, dude. I was married once. You know, it happens. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, we admit we can be wrong. Me and RV, we spoke it out yesterday. We admit, honestly, us guys, us hotheads, we can jump to certain things and lash out, but we can man up and own up to our mistakes like we did in good fashion. So yeah, and hopefully we displayed that yesterday.
But yeah, RV goes long, man. RV goes long. He'll do a live stream for 5 hours, no problem.
Oh, but it was funny. I understood everything he said. He understood everything I said. So it was great, you know, like it was really good.
Yep. Good. It's good. It's good, man. There's still a lot of us OGs around, man, but it's hard to, you still got kids on TikTok. You got people making YouTube videos using strictly TikTok video excerpts, you know, like they didn't even make. And it's funny watching these kids coming to realize stuff that we've known for 20 years. You know, like the fog is throwing down the smart dust. And I'm like, dude, smart dust, they smart dusted us nicely about 20 years ago. That's already done. So, but they're running with it. And the funny thing about the fog and everything else is these dudes that never leave their house, they make internet videos based on what they see on the internet. They never actually leave or go anyplace.
Yeah, and get actual experience. Yeah,
right. You know, the internet's a great thing, but you still got to get outside and touch grass once in a while. But it's funny watching the young kids coming up. I just wish they would hurry up and catch up, man, because time is short.
Yeah, you guys are the OGs. To you, I'm probably one of those young kids. I'll be 40 in a couple of weeks, actually. So, you know, I feel like I'm
still
getting
fighting age, brother.
Yeah,
40 still fighting age. That's when you get all your
I'm going to make sure you guys are the commanders and chiefs, the OGs of this truth operation. We need real leaders like you guys. I've looked up to you and RV and a few others for so long and pretty much helped me become who I am today and how I explain and reveal the truth. So God bless you, man. It's been a pleasure.
Dude, I like the minute I saw you, I'm like, this kid's got balls. This is good. And as soon as you started preaching the Bible, I'm like, he's good. He's good. We're gonna need him. So, at any rate, do your thing, man. I'm gonna clock out right here.
All right. Enjoy the desert, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
You will indeed. All right, bro.
All right. Take care, man. Wow. So that was RFB, Mr. R from Boston. So wow, the last 24 hours has been crazy. We had They Live Truth last night. We spoke for like 2 hours on a live. And unexpectedly tonight, we got RFB, the main man himself, out there in the California desert. He's got his spotlight on. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's uncovering out there. But like he said, the New World Order is switching on as we're in this realm right now. So big things are happening. Big things are changing. Thank you for the early birthday wish. I see Holly is here, Natural Born Kelly. Dansla Music, I'm going to turn 40 in April, so I got a couple months on you, brother. So yeah, Limitless says we have not even talked this out. So let me just go through the comments. Yeah, thanks RFB Legend. Yeah, thank you Richie, says Holly. I'll be 64 on Friday the 10th. Oh my God, so everyone wish Lacey Lavender a happy 64th birthday for this Friday, January 10th. I hope you have a great celebration and great day or day of relaxation, whatever you choose to do. Yes, Nico has Alpha Male Truth Warrior. Thank you, Joyce B. Yes, what a gathering. What a gathering this has been. So this is it's exciting, but it also, we're not gathering for fun and games. We're gathering because there's a war going on. Like there's a world war and then there's many civil wars. So right now we're in this civil war with our truth movement because we're trying to march forward and take on this new world order and all the evil that's about to be laid upon us. And we've got these gatekeepers and all these shills and agents around us in the truth community. We need to get them out of here. We need to get them gone quick, right? So we can focus on the real truthers, the main people, and get to work. This is not fun and games, right? But it's been great. But the only reason I've been talking to RFB and RV is because there's a war going on and real business needs to get done and taken care of. And these guys have been watching and warning us all for the past decade and more. Wow, unbelievable. Hell yes, says Blue Octopus. Joel Overlander says Trudeau had to step off because the USA will be combining with the USA. So we've heard about this. So if Canada combines with the USA, it's just a given that Mexico will also be a part of America. And we've been talking about this for, again, like since 2015 or before. And they already have the currency is going to be called the Amero, right? So the Canadian, the Mexican, and America, United Nations or whatever. It's going to be crazy. Kyron, thank you. Kyron has sent $9.99, says, LFG, Nico, you're leading the way on cleaning house. We're behind you, brother. Yah bless. Exactly. We are cleaning up house in this ridiculous mess of a truth community. And they had to. So they already organized their agents from in 2015, because in 2016, there was an awakening. In 2016 is when I woke up to flat earth, to the transpocalypse, to the Tartaria, PSYOP. Everything just came at once, right? So, and by the time I tried to find a community of other people that had woken up, the gatekeepers were already there. They'd already been on ABC News and all these television shows to show that, oh, they were the first. So if you're waking up to this truth now, you gotta, that's your, you know, your go-to chief for commanders, BS, right? So they're done, they're gone, their decade is up. So again, thank you, Kyron. Yeah, 64. Wow, hold strong. Almost time to go home. Oh, yes, yes. People are like, what war? Miss Perspective says, what war? Some people don't even know we're at a war, and that's the devil's plan and deception, is to be at war with us. Enmity, as it says in the Bible, says there will be enmity put between your seed and the serpent seed, right? So there's been a war. So Kelly says the war has been waged on us since before World War I. It's a spiritual, and they've been planning it for thousands of years. Exactly what I just said. So thank you, Kelly, has been on it. Complete, fantastic stuff coming out from Kelly. So appreciate you. America will drag all the craziness up to Canada. I'm out. Anything you need, Nico, hit me up. All right. We are getting things done. Unbelievable. Trudeau resigned today. Don't even care the damages. He's destroyed this country to the point, I don't think it can be fixed. It is just ridiculous. There has to be some kind of civil war or something to go on with this country just to get and clean up his mess. It's not going to happen overnight. He made a complete and utter mess of this place. So quickly, are we going to go back to Awake Souls? Are you guys still in the house? Do I have to, you guys want to see how they tried to go for me? Do you want me to explain some of the stuff they go after? I think it might be interesting. Are you going to comment on Steamgate? I think we just did. I just showed it within Flatzoid's video where Austin was on there crying and calling you out, saying that you edited it when you didn't. If you want, we could touch on it, True Christian. Okay, quickly, let me just play some of this and skim through it. Sorry, I forgot I switched the audio. Let me just change it back.
And King Nico, you are incorrect that we filmed the 24-hour sun in a sphere. We actually filmed the 24-hour sun on a sphere. Enjoy.
So
The
that's it. All I
wildest
wanted
excuse I've
to,
heard-
it just keeps going on and clipping. So again, what we want to point out is that these Freemasons, these secret societies, these New World Order agents, these sodomites, they only shout each other out, right? So that was Will Duffy bringing this King Nico channel onto the stage. So this was his first live stream back after the 24-hour sun observation. The final experiment was completed. So this all eyes, everyone on the online was tuned into this. And do you think Will's going to send you to a channel that's going to debunk them? No, he's going to send you to a channel that they've created to destroy the truth of flat Earth. Every single person that you hear Will shout out is absolutely working with him to divide, destroy, and to destable anything that could be moved through as truth.
Yes.
So quickly. So my name is Nico King or King Nico. King is not a title. I'm not royalty. I don't try to be royalty. People don't bow down to me and bring me gifts. I don't have a throne. So they're not the only ones to bring that up about my name, especially as I am a born-again Christian, and the one and only King is Jesus Christ. But he is the King of Kings. I am not a capital K King. It's just a small K King, if anything, but it's just the name, not a title. Let me quickly go on. And yes, Duffy mentioned me because it was me that started up Vape Gate and the virtual studio gate, and how it was all fake, so they had no choice but to mention me. It wasn't bringing me on any scene. I've always been here, just been shadow banned and censored. That's it.
So what we are super against is all of these gates. And like this right here is something that the King Nico created, this Vape Gate meme right here. And we are so absolutely against all the gates. We have, here's the list so far. We'll see if anybody can add to this. We have Vape Gate, we have Footprint Gate, we have Shadow Gate, we have Green Screen Gate, we have the Mandalorian Set Gate, we have Mountain Snow Gate, No Shirt Gate, Breath Gate, Body Language Gate, Drone Gate, Snowcat Gate, Snow Gate, Sodomite Gate, Mason Gate, North Pole Gate, the Peso Gate, Password Gate, and the 150-pound bag checked luggage gate. So
wow,
these are all like gates that are somehow supposedly debunking.
We came up with like 80% of those gates.
24-hour sun observation in Antarctica.
When really they're all misinformation and disinformation set up to make anybody who's researching look like an absolute idiot. Now, when you do a search on this final experiment Vape Gate meme that was created, we don't want anywhere near us. Anybody posts that, you'll be banned and blocked from our content. Anybody posts any of these gates, you will be banned and blocked from our content. But it's King Nico and his, Canadian Secret Intelligence Services who've come up with this. So King Nico, as we're scrolling through his page here, giving his shout outs, first person on his media, on his Twitter, was Will Doofus. Look, now we see the second person that's showing up is the Pope. So
okay, I am not giving shout outs to these people, right? This is just the work I do. It's all part of exposing. So they're just going through images that I posted on Twitter. It has nothing to do with my YouTube channel or even my Facebook. Facebook, you'll be able to see everything's explained over there. So I'm not shouting out the Pope. I was actually exposing the Pope. He, on his 88th birthday and 8th day, he was opening portals, right? So I'm just making people aware, not shouting out Will Duffy or anything, but according to these people and the way they view things, this is how they see it.
So there's another AI created version of himself with aliens, right?
Aliens,
and keep in mind, this guy is supposedly a Christian.
It's coming up,
Here he is
Russell,
with all of his
chillax.
different AI version creations. And warning everybody, this content is not for kids. Here we got absolute sodomite, just disgusting, blasted everywhere. This stuff made me sick to my stomach going through this. Will Duffy, again, who just, you heard him, who this guy's got on the top of his Twitter, sent everybody Do you know how many hundreds of thousands of people are tuned in? Will Duffy's own kids are in his content. He brings them in his channel and they watch the videos with him. This is where Will Duffy's kids heard King Nico. Look at what King Nico's got on his page. Look at this stuff. Look at how absolute disgusting this is.
This is, I mean, there's so much sodomite type stuff on here.
Oh, it's just rampant.
Yeah, so
Gross.
You get all the LGBTQ.
Okay, I am not promoting the LGBTQ. And yes, it is disgusting, which is why I've been the one to challenge the LGBT. So let's bring it up. Where's my video now? Okay, let me just go to my channel. Okay, and quickly, because everyone's been annoying me about the chevron hat. So yeah, the chevrons. It's actually currently it's a military logo. Military, not just the US, it's every military in the world has this this rank or logo. Any country, any nation, you can go to the US Army, you can go to the French Army. Every military in the world is going to have these insignias, right? Issued by the local government. And usually the 3 chevrons is represented as a sergeant ranking or whatever. But for some reason, this chevron, I've dreamt about this logo my whole life. And as you know that the government are thieves and liars, and everything that the government has, they steal from the true Christians of the Bible, right? The ones that God were able to speak to and bless. So my understanding is that when Nimrod was rebelling against God after the flood, that is when the first resistance came about. And that's where the camo pattern came about, because the original resistance, God blessed them and gave them the camo and gave them whatever reason. So there was a resistance. It may not be mentioned in the Bible, but just knowing and having genetic connection to the past, right? Because I don't take any jabs and none of that. But I can assure you that when Nimrod rebelled against God and had this tower and was trying to break through the firmament, there were Shemites, because the people of Shem were the chosen ones of God, and probably Japhethites, but definitely not the Hamites, because they are the ones that were rebelling. So there was a war, there was a resistance that the government liked to hide, and they were threatened by this resistance, which is why they stole whatever this resistance had that was given to them by God, and now they use for their worldwide militaries. So again, not the best explanation. People keep saying, oh, it's a 666. But yeah, congratulations, you can count sides. I can assure you it has nothing to do with anything of the sort, especially if I'm using it and wearing it. I can easily change it and get rid of it. It doesn't matter. What if I used any of these other 6 symbols, right? You're going to find a way to make that equal 666 or no? So this one will equal what? 15, 18, 30. So Richie also said, relax. Not everything is coded in satanic symbolism. So let me go to my YouTube. Was I on the channel there? God, I can't believe I have to bring this up. So LGBT. I was the very first person here in Canada to take on the LGBT, because we had a curriculum over here called SOGI, Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity. And they were teaching children in schools ages like 3 to whatever age, as young as 4, say, right? They were teaching them how to be comfortable with your sexuality, and it's okay to be different. So there was a lot of Sodom and Gomorrah activity going on. And I read in the Bible, it's part of Bible prophecy, so I jumped at the chance to go at them. And I got banned instantly from the whole community. So we're going to see. So awake souls, I'm not a sodomite. I'm not a promoter of the LGBT. I'm actually banned, and yeah, I'm restricted from that community, which is great. I wear it as a medal of honor.
We have Nico King. Yeah, also rescinded, not invited, I'm sorry. Since all of your invitations have been rescinded, I invite each of you to go and find a life and have the day that you deserve.
Yeah, rescinded. So I've been rescinded from that community because I exposed them. Here's another.
Leviticus 18:22. No man shall lie with mankind the way he does with womankind.
So I'm there screaming at them, calling them abominations. So I've been on the front lines against this cult community. I was arrested. So let me quickly show you the arrest video. Yeah, I did not go through all of this just for fun. So it did happen. Sorry, I have to show this, but these guys are calling me out.
He's a loving Savior and God. There you go. That's why I'm here to represent. What is that, Babylon? Welcome. Welcome to Ottawa. Good to see you, brother. How you doing, my man? Good to see you. On your knees, Babylon! On your knees! Kneel before your Satan! You sons of Sodom! On your knees, Babylon! On your knees! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey! Let it stop! Kneel before Satan! Kneel before Satan! You sodomites! Okay. Which one is it?
Hey, 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 hey! Why are you arresting him? Get off. No, no. Nico, pass me the car key. Nico.
For what?
No, I won't. No, I won't. What are you arresting him for? Nico, give me the car key. Hold on. The fuck?
Sodom and Gomorrah. Look at them cheering for me as I'm escorted away.
Key from his pocket. Under arrest for what? What is he under arrest for? I'm off the road.
No, you're not. You're actually on the road right now.
So are you. What is he under arrest for? Nico, pass me the car key. Come here, Crystal, right here. Christine. Hi, honey. I know you are. I'm right here. We're even here 5 minutes. You guys want to put somebody under arrest for talking? We have freedom of speech in Canada, eh? This is still Canada. Thank you. This is Canada and this is free speech. We are allowed to legally protest here. This is the proudest moment of my life. What? We're in proud, Nico. We're in proud. What's the charge? Speaking freely?
It'll all be thrown out. It's going to be thrown out just like all the other charges OPS lays.
No, man. No, man. Deuteronomy 22:5. No man shall wear that which pertaineth to a woman, and no woman shall wear a man's garment. For all that do so are an abomination. Just as it was in the days of Noah and Sodom and Gomorrah, we are here now. They are trying to best and manipulate our DNA, our final connection to our Lord God. So I say Jesus Christ is the Lord Savior. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
So yeah, I don't know why people are coming at me and they're not looking at the videos that are already there and how they could ever say that I'm a shill or where have you been? I haven't seen you. I'm like, forget the flat earth movement. It's a joke. Just because you wake up to flat earth don't mean you have to run over to the movement and have everyone see you. I was out there doing more stuff than anything, right? So yeah, too much stuff. That LGBT stuff, flat earth, I've done flat earth rallies, right? So I just scream things loud. So let's get back to the video of these guys talking about me quickly, just so I can answer some stuff. Whew, get it out. Sorry, I forget where I put the video now.
stuff. You get the drag queens. This
Yes.
guy right here is
So drag queens. So again, drag queens, men dressing up as women, were going to elementary schools. They were going to malls, libraries, anywhere. And it was like babies being taken to these shows. And these drag queens were dancing and doing sexual, provocative stuff. And that's a big no-no, right? So if people didn't even care. I don't even have kids, and I was infuriated, right? And I couldn't believe that these parents were just so oblivious, sending their kids off to school so friggin' PDF files could go dance for their children, right? So I blew, you know me, I got a big mouth, and when I get loud, I get loud. So I made sure the whole country knew what was going on, right? Definitely not in support or a promoter of the LGBT. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Like somebody that he worked with that he says is stalking him. That's intelligence, and a Mason as well. And so he's got his like fake opposition where he's acting like he is some sort of Freemason slayer. And so
look at this picture. Continue.
Yeah, the type of Freemason slayer he is, he's a Freemason and then he's a slayer. So it's not a Freemason slayer. He's a Freemason, and then he thinks of himself as a slayer, but no.
Yep. So what you see there is you've got him, the Crusaders of the Resistance, proving Bible prophecy. He's literally leading the LGBT community in his iconography and his symbolism.
Again, so these guys, they look at something and then they just flip the script and be like, no, he's not against them. He's actually leading them. So that's just how they decided to go against me, was just fully misrepresenting everything. What was seen was not what it was seen. What they just created a second meaning for every image or video that they saw.
Got him saying the Freemasons are gay. All of his symbols, his logo, we're going to show you, is an actual compass and square, right? Plus, he's got the Canadian Secret Intelligence Service stuff all over his content, including every single thing I've seen Nico in, and we don't even know this guy's name. King Nico is not his full name, right? But everything that you see him in, he's wearing military outfits, all of it. Like, it couldn't be more obvious with this guy, who he is and who he's working for. Again, so they're continuing to just call each other out, right? Continuing to do exactly what Freemasons, New World Order agents do. They only name each other. And he's literally going to tell you the agenda. And this is what they do. They double speak. They tell you what they're doing. They put all the information out there. And then what they say is, if you're too stupid to get it, you deserve to get what you're going to get. Well, we're going on the record and showing everybody in the world, all of heaven and all of earth, that this is the most disgusting team that's ever been set out. And their complete agenda is to totally destroy anything to do with truth or the Flat Earth movement and tie it to that. And like I said, there's a good chance that this guy is going to become a terrorist, right?
Whoa.
Maybe even fake murder people.
Whoa,
Remember, nobody
whoa.
dies and nobody gets hurt.
Whoa. These guys are, they're going, I don't know who put them up to this, but normal people don't just come up with that stuff. These guys are saying, I'm going to be the next false flag terrorist. Oh, this is crazy. Bud, we got Flatzoid perspective here. What's up, brother? We just went over some of your video from today with Austin and stuff. Amazing. You guys put the pressure on. I was surprised he was brave enough to even jump into the lion's den with you guys, right? So, but all we knew, and everyone's saying the same thing, they got to stop talking, because if they're not talking truth, them covering up these lies with more lies is just digging themselves the hole deeper and deeper. So appreciate everything you guys have been doing. Yeah, we're keeping the truth going. We're going to keep the pressure on, and we're going to clean up house here, and not just the flat earth community, but the whole truth community, because it's needed fast, right? They've had their free decade or whatever it's been, but the New World Order is being switched on as we sit here and go over this stuff right now. Nico, these guys you're talking about now are clowns, man. They misrepresent scripture and anything. That's the word that I've been associating with these guys, is misrepresent. You know, I don't know too much about them, but everything that they're saying and how it's just pure misrepresentation. exactly. Okay, quickly, let me just play some more. We got to get through this. I got to answer these
He
guys.
says Jesus wasn't a carpenter because back in his time, they built houses out of stone. That makes him not a carpenter, but rather a mason. So he's saying that Jesus was a mason.
No, that's not me saying that. You see, they're very sneaky. So on that post on that screen, it's not from me. It's me exposing an agent, Canadian Security Intelligence Services agent, Department of Defense, United States government agent, a Freemason, is this guy. So I just, you know me, when you have discernment, and I can tell when people are authentic or fake, right? And yeah, these people were assigned to me to watch me, learn everything that's going on, stay close to me in the movement. They're very, very wormy. They got close to people that I was close with. So when those people would have to come over to my house and that person was like, oh, can this person come? Oh, they're good. Can this person? I was like, oh, whatever. They can come, whatever. I didn't care. So they were able to sneakily get up into my house, right? So I never invited them. But here we go. So yeah, all Masons, all Freemasons, they do have a religion. The religion, and they do believe in a God, and the God is not Jesus. Trust me. They look at Jesus as their equal or someone below them. As this guy here on screen is saying, he's saying that Jesus was a Mason. Jesus was the best and the greatest master Mason ever to walk there. So they blaspheme Jesus. So that's how you can find out if someone you're not too sure about is a Mason. Just start talking to them about Jesus Christ, and it will be a big giveaway.
He's absolutely obsessed with the Masons. We're going to go through
I'm not obsessed. I'm just not blind, right? They're relying on people to be asleep. You can walk down, every single one of you. You won't have to walk too far around your town, around your city, or even a small little village before you find some suspect building that has Masonic pyramids or sphinxes around it. Like, there's a Masonic lodge everywhere. Every nation. Once you find it, you'll know that there's deceivers in your town, very close by, in your town hall or your government. They are everywhere. And they're not to be scared or afraid of. They're scared of themselves. That's why all the secrecy, that's why all the orgies amongst the brotherhood and the lodge. These guys have got a lot to hide. And when someone like me comes along that's not under oath to any of this satanic crap, they start shivering and shaking and trembling, because we are going to expose them all.
It's like a day ago now, where he thinks that he's calling out the Freemasons.
More gay stuff. Some of the most disgusting content I've ever seen. Look at this flat earth angels above the dome with the crown, and just look at that stuff. Who created this? Look at him standing there as the king of the Freemasons.
King of the Freemasons with the one-eye pyramid and... Yeah, not a Freemason.
No, that's not showing me as king of the Freemasons. It fully says Freemason Slayer. I'm here to expose and take down the whole brotherhood, right? Not just the guys in my town. We're going to take down the whole brotherhood, right? We got to expose them quick, because Satan's going to take them down anyway. Once that Antichrist comes in, and once that AI is fully integrated into every aspect of our world and life, there's no need for these Masonic shills or anything. AI has the robot army now. So yeah, these guys, I got a big wake up call coming their way.
Slayer, and then this is the crap that he promotes. Is the pressurized pizza dome, except he calls it biblical.
It is biblical.
Same with Flatzoid. Same agenda. And Banjo. Gay stuff everywhere. All this gay.
Exposing it.
More disgusting. Again, this is adult content right now. This has to be documented. This is, again, the channel that Will Duffy of The Final Experiment sent everybody online to. He got back from Antarctica. His first video, he said King Nico. He said this was the guy. He's laughing, but when everybody hears a name, what is the first thing that you do? You start searching it. Look at all this. So then we've got the Knights Templar, the Rosicrucian stuff, all tied together into his Crusaders. And the Crusaders, what they did was they went around and murdered anybody that knew the truth, that knew that there was extra canonical books, that knew and believed in reincarnation. Anybody that knew that, being born again literally meant you were to be born again, that you weren't some fantasy character that splashed water on your forehead. They murdered all those people. And this is what they're symbolizing. This is who they're worshiping here. And all the sodomite stuff. And you could hear this guy when he talks. We're going to hear he lisps. He's got the most sodomite voice you could ever imagine. He's British, somehow lives in Toronto, Canada, clearly works for the military, clearly. And you can hear him going after other characters who work for the Canadian Secret Intelligence Service, right? And he says he's had them in his house. Here's him promoting Tate, one of the Tate brothers.
No, okay. I am not in the military. I was supposed to be in the military. I come from a very military family. We go back through even the Nazi Germany. We have representation, the British Army, the American Army, and Canadian Army. So my family's represented in all armies. And I was pretty much destined to join either the British Army or Canadian Army. So I left England because I was like, I don't want to be in England. I didn't like the country and I wanted to come to Canada. And I was going to join the Canadian Army. My cousin, who is the same age as me, was already an inactive ready reserve in the Canadian Armed Forces. So that was what I was going to do once I finished high school. But then obviously September 11th happened, 2001, which is pretty much, I was only 16. And from that, I knew it was an inside job. I knew it was some kind of satanic ritual. I just had the discernment from back then, and it just turned me off from joining any military, any government, because I was like, I cannot fight this fake evil war when I know it's fake, right? I can't play a part in this fake narrative that they made up. So it was nonsense. And Andrew Tate, I'm not a fan of Andrew bloody Tate. The guy's a sodomite, right? Let me show you. Andrew freaking Tate is one of the children, one of the original children of Pizzagate, right? So let's get the, where is it? Andrew Tate is, that's why Andrew Tate is a thing, because he's one of the kids from Pizzagate. So look, Andrew Tate, can you guys see that on the screen? Andrew Tate equals 666. Pizza Gate equals 666. Oh, I can't believe I just said that so loud and clear. This video is going to get deleted. Anyway, there's your snack gate equals 666. And then I showed you Andrew Tate equals 666. So I'm not a supporter of these demons.
There's, abusing a woman live on camera. It's some of the most disgusting stuff you could ever imagine. And this is the character that the flat earth community is supposed to be following. And guys like Flatzoid, if people aren't awake yet to the deception that's going on here, this has got to be opening up your eyes. Like, look at all the rainbow symbolism on this guy's page.
Everywhere, just loaded with it.
Oh my goodness. So now they're calling rainbow symbolism. Oh my God. Let me bring up some Google. These guys did no research whatsoever. They just went out there to do a complete hit piece on me. These guys are ridiculous. So you can go on Google. You can type in King Nico drag protest. That's probably the best keywords to bring up who I am and will lead to other things. So here's one from the Hamilton Spectator. So yeah, we've been in the news. Let me just see news. So yeah, you'll see some of the pictures there I'm in, some of the drag queens I've exposed. I've been in magazines. I've been in the Brockville Recorder and Times, the St. Catharines Standard, the Toronto Star, the Hamilton Spectator, the Ottawa Citizen, and the Big Read. Drag Queen Storytime has sparked a new chapter of hate in Ontario, right? So here we are. They're showing the drag queens going to schools, speaking to little kids and stuff, right? And then they start speaking about the protesters that came out, right? had some churches come out, and then here we go. I show up right here. So I hope you guys are watching Awake Souls and YD and RJ. One of the main players in the anti-drag movement is Nico King. Sodomites. He can be heard yelling in a YouTube video as he is cuffed and led away while protesting earlier this year at a drag story time in Ottawa. King is on a self-proclaimed crusade to recover society from the satanic left, who have turned the world into what he believes is the equivalent of Sodom and Gomorrah. In an interview, he says he was arrested for reciting biblical verses referencing Babylon and Sodomite abomination. For the last 6 or 7 months, King has teamed up with fellow crusaders like Crystal Peters to protest drag events across the province in what has essentially become a full-time job. King didn't begin protesting with drag events, but said he was involved with noted anti-lockdown and anti-jab figure Chris Sky fighting the COVID pandemic measures. So his main concern is children being targeted with sexually charged drag shows. So at all ages events and being read material that pushes children to be trans Baphomet. So non-binary or drag queens. The government we currently have is making a big push for it, and we know that the Trudeau government is funding it, King says, making sure to point out Trudeau's cameo on Drag Race. So what would be gained from this, King explains, is to weaken society, to create a new world order of 15-minute cities, the V passports, digital IDs, and digital currency. He says he is aware these kinds of statements are considered conspiracy theories, but a vast majority of people, but he believes these views are catching on. So that's just one story. So Awake Souls, so you're against people protesting drag story times, or you're for children being sexually indoctrinated into a drag LGBT cult. So that's what you're saying. So you're going at me because I say that Sodom and Gomorrah is bad. So obviously you guys are pro Sodom and Gomorrah. So let me bring their screen back up on. So these guys now are pro, where's the damn video? Sorry. These guys are pro-LGBT and pro-Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what they're revealing they are.
Not only when we get down to the chevrons, go ahead.
He's got grooming children, and
he's a Semite. You got him in front of different places talking about getting women to snoop on their men, spy on your men, Pizzagate, all this stuff. And you'll notice he's got the shirt on. See right there? I want you to stop. You see those 3 chevrons in the center there of the Crusader? So his logo is Crusaders of the Resistance. So what I want everybody to understand is that's an open, overt 666. Hold on, zoom in on that, please. I want to take our time here. I want everybody to see
So I've explained that already.
Intelligence service. You had him over for dinner at your house. You said that you guys were friends. You brought him in your house. That's why would somebody admit to that? Why would they have anything to do with secret intelligence services? So let's keep going.
in his videos, he points out that anybody that hails Lucifer is obviously a Freemason, and here he is. Here he is.
Hail Lucifer. He's got the 666 on it.
That's from a
So
Freemasons. Okay, guys, look how these guys are ridiculous.
So
I already explained the chevrons. That's not a 666. If you want to count it that way, then go ahead. I've been exposing Freemasons and who they worship, but this was just annoying to watch because they just scrolled through, misrepresented everything, never looked at the details. Yeah, it was ridiculous. So again, everything they tried to claim, I can prove and show that's not the case. Definitely not a supporter of the LGBT that can easily be found out. I'm definitely not a Mason. I'm currently in wars with many of these Masons and shills, like CSIS agents, right? So it's all out there. They've tried to mock me and smear me and discredit my name over here in Canada, but I've risen above all of that with the stuff I found on these guys, right? So yeah, I think I'm done. If these guys want to get a hold of me and come on and have me explain on their show, like, this is just a waste of time. It's annoying. You guys can see for yourselves that there's like they sold this like crazy. They're like, we've got evidence of this new Freemason agent of the flat earth community, and I was like, whoa, let's see what you got. And that's all they did. They go through my Twitter page and that's it. They just come up with their own theories on everything. So it wasn't good at all. That's about it. That's about it, guys. Wow, what a few couple days it's been. Yeah, I can't believe anyone would say that. So you guys have been here watching from start to finish. I'm not going to keep you any much longer. It's already been 2 hours. We've gone from, we started off with the comedy bit from the ceiling fan man. I thought that was hilarious. Maybe we should end off with another one of his videos. Ceiling fan man. Yeah, I went off for 2 hours. We had RFB in the house. We've covered some stuff. We've answered some questions. We reviewed some things from other channels. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. We're just going to go over this one video I thought was very good.
There's like a gazillion hours of me on the internet.
Just some Bible verses to back up how lying and deception is not approved in the Bible. So let me just quickly play this here. We've all seen Duffy saying lying is inherently evil. So here's the Bible verses to go with it. Lying lips are abomination. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. A false witness that speaketh lies. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. So he's gone and picked out, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish. A righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man is loathsome and cometh to shame. He that worketh deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Thank you, God's firmament. Again, lots of nothing was planned. I had some stuff planned. It was pretty much covering what we were supposed to go over yesterday. And then, of course, we just go with the flow over here, right? So hopefully we didn't get too off track. And we did have RFB, which helped out a lot. So yeah, the Bible's got many verses that say that lying is an abomination. So quickly, if anyone has any questions, anything to say, if I've missed anything, let me know. I'll get it out now quickly. I know as soon as I sign off, I'm going to forget. I'll remember. Oh, so I want to thank everyone. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. We ended off 2024 this way with this fight and this exposing that's been going on. We started off 2025. So and we're watching now the tormented souls and the conscience of them, if they still have anything. We know that Austin actually blasphemed Jesus today and said that he's not a believer of Jesus, and then went on to say, oh, I believe Yeshua, right? So again, he was too quick to to renounce the name Jesus Christ. So we got to start realizing who these people do serve and who they're working for and who they're in rebellion against. Just looking through the comments here. Flat Earth Warriors. Okay, let me give some shout outs to these channels because these guys have been amazing. So clearly, and of course always, True Christian has done some amazing work. He was here. He wanted me to go over Steamgate, but I'm not going to go over that, brother, right now today. I think Flatzoid did a very good covering of your Steamgate video, so I hope that helped out. Flat Earth Warriors has been in the chat from the beginning. Done some amazing work. His videos have been shared all over. No Fanfare. Guy's awesome. Thank you, No Fanfare. Flat Earth Banjo. Sovereign Soul. There's They Live Truth. Flatzoid. And I think I got that right. Overlander? Yeah. Jailbreak Overlander. Make sure you guys sub to RFB, Jailbreak Overlander on YouTube. Anyone else that I missed, I'm sorry, I'll get you in the next one. So big shout out to Kelly, to Kyra, to God's Firmament, Carl Taylor, Limitless, even Miss Perspective is here. Awaken Nemesis, Alicia Rodriguez, Robin, Amber, Lord Brahma, Church of the Flat Earth, Justina, Mac, Bartron, Flat Earth. So where are you from? I grew up in England. I'm Canadian. I have German background. That's why my German, my last name is a German last name. It's Heinz. My family were Nazis in the Nazi regime, but fled Europe and ended up in the Caribbean. So I have Jamaican in me also. That's a story for another day. And Judy. So again, thank you to everyone in the community that is here. Thank you to everyone that has come from other channels, such as the ones I just mentioned, where we're regathering this community, not just the Flat Earth movement, but all the truth community. It's going to be needed. We're going to need the real Christians. RFB even mentioned it. It's coming. There's a lot coming our way right now, which is why we're having all these issues, which is why Justine Castro just stepped down. They're making way for the Antichrist, right? He's not going to be the first president or leader in the world to step down this week. I guarantee you there will be more, right? We saw something similar happen during 2020, where there was a lot of resignations going on. So I think we're about to see a little bit similar things happening here as they set up for the one world government. And remember, it's going to be a one world government. So as they start combining countries and having supposed Trump now rule over America and Canada, and it's starting to mesh together, the one world government, the one world religion. This is the new world order. AI is here. It is sentient. Yeah, and we're pretty much exposing all the pockets of the deceptions that are going to be in control of the belief system, in control of the supposed science of this new world order. So these scientists, these researchers, it's all funded by money. It's all crap. Stop believing the science. Stop believing the journals from these Masons that are put out. It's all leading everyone into a collective new world order mindset where eventually you'll be submitting to Satan and taking the mark of the beast. Holly says, thank you, King Nico, for introducing all of us to each other. You have a beautiful community of people here. Thank you for allowing me to join you all. God bless you, Holly. Yeah, science, LOL. And quickly, Truth is Truth says, I think what Awake Souls, Ronnie and Jason have going for them is they are willing to take correction if they are wrong about any topic. Who else does that? yeah, so I answered some of their questions. It's really ridiculous I had to even do that. So hopefully I can go on one of their streams and they can hit me with everything yet again, and I'll be glad to do it. New Hebrew is not ancient Hebrew. Spoken Hebrew today does not sound at all like it did in the time Jesus lived. I would suggest you in your free time to investigate the documentary, The Greatest Story Never Told. Thank you, Final Element. So The Greatest Story Never Told. Okay, that's it for tonight, everyone. I probably will be back tomorrow, but if there's anything that you feel that needs to be addressed, whether it's regarding the final experiment or any of the shills involved, or if you have anything else connected, let me know. And again, thank you to the person that connected the whole MrBeast Antarctica trip to this, which is amazing information to add to the pile, to connect the dots, right? To go back and just see any similarities or major differences that shouldn't have been. So we're about to get a lot of answers that these shills won't give to us. They're just diverting and passing blame and screaming liar at everyone else except themselves. So God bless you, everyone. I'd appreciate it if you liked, commented, subscribed if you haven't. Share the channel out, or any video you feel is worth a share. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it if you go through some of the past lives, past videos. You'll find out a lot that you won't have to ask me directly online. So if you got the time. So have yourselves an amazing night, everyone. I love being on here, doing this, bringing the truth, bringing the Bible verses and the scripture to go with it. It's a privilege to hear everyone's input and how everyone's got their own connection and relationship with our Lord Jesus. So it's a blessing to have this community and have everyone in one place sharing the miracles and blessings of our Lord. So let's keep it up. Let's strengthen it. Let's weed out all the fakes and frauds and the devils, and watch the fucking computer. Why the fuck is it doing this? Well, it looks like I'm still live. This thing didn't end because the internet's playing up. So apologies again. I'm trying to end it. Again, God bless everyone. Have a good night.